Welcome to School Matters. I'm Layton.
And I'm Diego. We are here at the Advanced Career Education Center at Highland Springs.
We're both part of the radio broadcasting and journalism class. It's amazing. We learn to create radio programs and podcasts that we write, announce, and produce.
And we're a part of Mix 91, a radio station run by students like us. Check us out midday at 91.1 FM.
It's an amazing place to get a real-world understanding about radio.
Over at Varina High School, students got their own real-world understanding about television.
They brought Monday night football coverage to Friday Night Lights.
Heck of a kick. That's going to go 50.
There was cameras in all directions.
It was very hectic.
It's a wide receiver screen. It's got a chance. A catch in the first down.
I got to see everything behind the camera, watching the game from a whole different perspective.
Shotgun formation, man in motion. Back to pass, wide open. Oh, he had a touchdown.
It was my first time trying to do like this whole sideline reporter job.
Page is gone. Touchdown, Varina.
It was very different. I got to participate in helping with live stream the football game.
Abigail McKenna joining me for the Center of Communications here at Varina. We also have a lot of you guys part of the center also on camera. And it's a special night. Let's send it down to the third member of our crew. Reporter Davis Daly is standing by. Davis, what you got?
That's right, Will. Tonight is senior night. And not just
I was a sideline reporter. It was a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. I had to plan out in my head questions that I wanted to ask people.
What's the game plan looking like for the second half of the game?
So it was fun and exciting.
I was working on camera 2. I got to film the football game, and I got the sideline reporters. It was hard at first because the football game moves fast when it's in play, and I could not find the ball. But after a couple of minutes, I started to get it.
They're not afraid to do whatever it takes.
We are off. Getting the ball at about the 12-yard line is number 2, Marquis Harvey. Harvey, man.
I was down at the end zone towards the end of the game. I had to get a lot of hero shots. We were definitely up a lot, which is, plus. These cameras were huge. We were definitely not used to handling such big equipment. Cords were running, almost miles. It was crazy.
It was my first time recording and doing a live stream of a football game. It was kind of hard in the beginning because I didn't know the controls, but as time went on, it became easier. And it was cool because the players, when they would score, they would look over and they would like to be recorded making big plays.
I was director's assistant, so I got to see everything behind the camera. I got to hear everything that everyone was saying, and I got to see him telling the cameras what to do and what shots they needed to get.
Taking a timeout. All right, camera 3, give me Enrico. Camera 4, give me Varina. Ready? 3, take 3. Nice. Okay, 4, take 4. Okay, good, Varina. Oh, 3, give me the rest. Ready? Take 3. All right, now we're going back to 1. Ready? 1 is high.
So the situation here, if you're just joining us, it's 14-0 Blue Devils.
It was challenging. Definitely not watching the game, because if you watch the game, then you mess up. So I like going to the football games, I like watching them, and that was probably the hardest thing.
I got to do slow-mo. It was very different because you had to play back the footage and everything and get the right clip and everything, which was a little hard.
That's number 6, Bryson Ross. Let's look at this fumble again. This is after the catch was made, and then the ball just pops out. And check out Jubril Edwards. I thought he might take it.
The most challenging thing was trying to figure out the buttons on how to figure out how to do slow-mo. After a while, I got used to it.
As we see the replay, Page caught that ball, and he has speed to burn. He's not going to be caught in that situation. Once he made the catch, he was gone.
Before the game, I definitely wasn't considering journalism or sports journalism or photography or videography. After the game, it definitely changed my entire aspect of the field.
It was extravagant for me because I learned a lot, and I want to do it more.
I think it's the best way to learn and the best way to get ready for what you want to do when you get older, because I'm a hands-on learner, and this is something that helps me a lot.
So kids are #LifeReady, and they get that experience.
It was great. I liked doing everything, and maybe I'll actually pursue that in a job one day.
So what's your takeaway for this win for the Blue Devils heading into their final 2 games of the season?
I think it's just going to lead them to doing, exactly what they've been doing right now and continuing to keep this win streak alive, and hopefully it'll give them a lot more momentum when they go and play Highland Springs.
Hey, guys, we're going to see Janae Day. It's your day. Take it away.
Thank you for joining us tonight with Varina. The final score was 35-7. That's all, folks. Thank you, seniors.
I would love to do that.
Run a camera for a football game?
No, doing the commentary. It would be just me, wall to wall, sharing my thoughts on the game.
Remind me not to tune into that. Now, for someone I'd like to hear from, Trombone Shorty. He recently played in the area.
And took some time to visit with some very enthusiastic fans.
Every year we do jazz appreciation in April, and I start that in 1st or 2nd grade. We start with studying Ella Fitzgerald and Duke Ellington and all the greats, Louis Armstrong, and I always like to add in Trombone Shorty because he's still alive and young, and the kids can really connect with him. I have a community connection board in my classroom where I put up concerts around the area, and when I heard Trombone Shorty was coming, I knew they would know who he was and that would click.
Hello? What? Trombone Shorty's coming? Trombone Shorty!
And one of my 5th graders said, "Miss Garcia, wouldn't it be cool if he would come to our school?" And I was like, okay, great, yeah, sure, it would be awesome.
We had made a video to try to get Trombone Shorty to come to our school, and we were not thinking that he was gonna come because he's kind of a celebrity.
I just was smiling so much, and I went to show my mom right away when I got that message and the video and to see the kids, and I was just blown away. And I contacted my manager right then and there, and I let him know wherever the school is, we have to be there.
We just wanted to let you know that he's coming!
Welcome, Trombone Shorty and members of Orleans Avenue. What are we gonna say?
We were yelling and screaming and chanting his name, and when he came out, we just went crazy. We were super excited.
Excited, really excited.
Well, a couple of days ago, I got you a very nice video that you sent to me, and I thought, well, if we're close to the school, I might as well come over and play for the kids because y'all inspired me after I saw that video. So I just want to thank you guys at Sharp One for having us.
Today has been, the excitement from Friday afternoon when we told the 5th graders that they were coming, and to today has been, the energy level at the school, they're just so excited.
It's very exciting for me to go all over the world and play and have people discover me and me discover places and different venues and different styles of music. So I'm just happy that we're able to play. So to have these kids, and that's been knowing from 1st grade now, they just added more years to my career, and I'm happy that I was able to play and perform for them today in a very intimate setting.
Those kids at Shore Pump definitely looked like they were having fun.
Now we'll head to another elementary school where dressing up was a lot of fun.
Happy Storybook Day from Lakeside Elementary.
How do dragons love tacos? Maybe it's the crunch of the jalapeno peppers. Wait, there's one thing. Dragons don't like jalapeno peppers.
Very nice work. Very proud of you.
He keeps it there for all to see. It is still there. It will
Thanksgiving tree.
Good job. Come on, Leah. Come on, keep going. Look up. Don't let that bat get you. Aiden is flying right behind you. Be careful, be careful.
Looks like it's done.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back to School Matters. I'm Layton.
And I'm Diego. We're here at the ACE Center at Highland Springs, home of Mix 91, the student-powered radio station.
So far, we've talked about students doing radio, students doing TV, and students dancing to music.
Don't forget about students wearing costumes.
Oh yeah, did you dress up for Halloween this year?
Of course, I was Blue's Clues. What about you?
I was a basketball player. The thing I always liked about dressing up is that you get to pretend that you're a princess or a superhero or whatever.
Right now, we're going to Robert, who's going to tell us about some events where students weren't exactly pretending to be grown-ups. They were more like planning.
If you have spent any time in Henrico County schools, you've heard the phrase, life ready. Teachers don't just teach math, they help you understand how to use these skills for creating a family budget. It's more than social studies. It's about being a good citizen. And beyond the class topics, we work on skills like collaboration and communication. The goal is to help you be truly prepared for adult life. One cool program is called Mission Tomorrow, where the middle school students get to learn about a wide variety of jobs from the people who do them. Middle school is a great time to start thinking about what career you might be interested in. Once you get to high school, things get a little more intense. If your plan is college, there's a lot you need to do to prepare. One big thing is, where do I want to go? Did you see? There were people from colleges from all over the state and all over the country. There were also representatives from the military and other industries. The future has a lot of choices. To help give students some insight on other options, Henrico Schools held another special event, the Life Ready Expo.
I know that there's a nurse aid program, and on the back we have open interviews from 9 to 11 and 3 to 5. You don't want to
The Life Ready Expo gave high school students an opportunity to talk to actual employers from the region. Students got to ask questions about pay and benefits and the skills that employers are looking for. Some of the seniors even bought their resumes and went through actual interviews in hopes of finding a job.
I don't have any jobs, but I just have information that...
So whether you are a middle schooler or a high schooler, planning for college or another career, Henrico County is doing its best to make sure each student is life ready.
That's a big topic when you're a student.
It's also a big topic for administrators, especially when you're building 2 new schools. Henrico County is planning a new J.R. Tucker and Highland Springs High School.
The goal is to have them all done by fall of 2021. Right now, the projects are just kicking off.
Good morning and welcome to the campus of J.R. Tucker High School. For this ceremonial groundbreaking. My name is Art Raymond and I'm the proud principal of this school. This is the place that hired me. So to be here today and do this is beyond anything I ever could have imagined.
Graduated from this school in 1985, so like Art, there's a certain amount of emotion that's involved in this official groundbreaking for this new high school. What we are doing here is transformational. It is for the kids, it is for the community, and it really, really feels good.
This beautiful new building that is yet to come symbolizes our dedication to Henrico's children. Just as those who came before us left a legacy of excellence, we want to leave future generations a Henrico School Division that is even better than the one we enjoy today.
The new Tucker will be a point of pride for our entire community.
As I think we heard echoed in a number of the comments today, we understand that while this moment marks the beginning of something wonderful and new, we also understand that the legacy that's left in this building beside us.
Good afternoon and welcome to the campus of Highland Springs High School for the ceremonial groundbreaking. My name is Ken White, and I'm the proud principal of Highland Springs High School. Today it is my pleasure to stand before you as we honor the storied past and celebrate the magnificent future of Highland Springs.
Thank you for your leadership, Ken, during this very exciting time as we begin to write a new chapter here at Highland Springs High School. And we're writing this chapter because there's been a tremendous amount of teamwork to come forward with this project.
You know, it really has been an exciting day today. It's not every day. In fact, I can't recall a day in my career where we have undertaken what we're undertaking today.
I am excited about what's happening today because I know that these facilities will deliver what we believe to be a brighter tomorrow.
As I'm standing here today and we're thinking about all of the comments that have been made before me about the impact that this facility will have on the community, I can't help but really think about the students who are standing around us today. So when you look at our ladies award-winning Lady Springers over here and the amazing band behind us, and all of the students who are sitting inside the Highland Springs building behind us right now, when we think about what this project will mean to them, so proud to be able to kick off this project formally today.
They've already done a lot here at Highland Springs. You see how many trees are gone?
They also have a lot of work to do. Good luck.
When we come back, we'll show you some exciting athletes.
And treat you to another parade of princesses.
Now for another 60-second history report.
Think you're a good shopper? Well, maybe not as good as Thomas Jefferson. Back in 1803, a large part of what we now call the Pacific Northwest was controlled by France. And their leader, Napoleon, needed funds to build up his navy. The solution? The Louisiana Purchase. President Jefferson spent $15 million and got 530 million acres.
Thank you so much.
He doubled the size of the U.S. for about 4 cents an acre. He then sent Lewis and Clark to survey Meriwether Lewis and William Clark. These two led an expedition to explore this new land. They might not have made it through the first winter, though, if it wasn't for the help from a French trapper named Charino and his wife, Sacagawea.
Hello.
Sacagawea, a member of the Shoshone tribe, kept the crew fed, served as translator, and even had a baby during the trek. She is now featured on the $1 coin. So here it is in a nutshell. Napoleon needed money. Jefferson got a steal of a deal. The country grew. We sent two. A Shoshone gal saved the day, and she earned a buck along the way.
That's the Louisiana Purchase in 60 seconds.
Welcome back to School Matters. I'm Diego.
And I'm Layton. We're here at the Advanced Career Education Center at Highland Springs.
This place is amazing. Students come here to take classes in automotive body repair, cosmetology, carpentry, masonry, and nursing.
Don't forget about the early childhood education program. We have a daycare right on site, and students get to work there.
We also have a radio station, Mix 91. That's where we work.
So radio is something that interests us, and getting to work at Mix 91 is great because it's real. There are a lot of students who are interested in computers and programming. Recently, a group at Wilder Middle School got some real-world experience as they worked with employees from Capital One to code and design apps.
Capital One partners up with middle schools all across the country to build a Capital One Coders program, and it's for middle school age students. Capital One provides a coordinator, then they provide like a site coordinator that comes each week, and then they send about 12 to 15 volunteers to match up with around 25 students.
Think about, look at it in the exact same area that you just pulled that from and see if there's something that would be more related to a game ball.
So right now we're in our fall session, and we have 23 students that are involved this fall, and then we have 25 signed up this coming spring.
All right, now we're gonna name these two sprites. So where's that?
We did like a mole masher, so like electronic version of the moles popping up and they have to hit them to earn points. They've done like finger painting, they've coded a magic 8-ball. And then the last part of the 10 weeks, which we're heading into right now, the students are gonna get into groups and they get to design an app that doesn't exist, and then they get to code it from, they have nothing all the way up to the app is finished and ready to be displayed and shared.
So we need to upload the sound that we downloaded from Google.
And what's really great, the Capital One volunteers, they aren't just telling them what to do. They don't just say, like, grab this block and connect it to the block that's already out in the coding space. They guide the students through questioning to help the students figure out what they need to do to finish the code and build the app. Having our students be able to develop a relationship with computer science engineers who are in the industry, and not just in the industry, but right here in Richmond, Virginia, helps the students see where computer science can take them from a career perspective. So they can see where those different skills that they're working on in middle school in ages 11 through 14, how those skills can take them all the way into some really great career opportunities.
Like when the ball is on the edge of the screen, right? You will try to bounce back.
We are so thankful for Capital One being willing to come into our building. It's a lot of time to spend an hour and a half every single week. You can't get more authentic than coding and designing your own app. And I can pretty much guarantee that at least one of these students, we may not see it, but their name's going to be attached to an app that we will use on our phones at some point. The talent and the drive within this library every Tuesday is really phenomenal to see.
Wilder isn't the only group to do this. Capital One has worked with a bunch of middle schools in Henrico County.
Now, if you thought that group enjoyed coding, this next group took enjoyment to a whole new level.
It was Challenger Day at the Tucker House Sports Park,
where every student was a champion.
Congratulations to all the students who participated.
And special thanks to all the volunteers who made Challenger Day possible.
That's it for this edition of School Matters. Remember, if you like the show, subscribe to the Henrico Schools TV channel on YouTube. We'll leave you now with the highlights from Central Office, where the staff got a Halloween visit from the preschool students from the New Bridge Learning Center. I'm Layton.
And I'm Diego. Thanks for watching.